Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about the switch statement. Okay. Now this switch statement works similar to if, else, if statements. Alright. But then there are subtle differences between these two, which you will learn later on in a journey of JavaScript. Okay. For now, let me go ahead and explain you how switch statement works. So here I'll say let operator is equal to, I'll say plus. Alright. I'm going to explain you the concept of switch statement taking an example of calculator. Okay. So we are making a calculator here. So I'll say in the next line const num1 is equal to, let me say 9, and const num2 is equal to 3. Alright. Now the thing is, in reality we take this and this as input from users. Alright. But then we have not learned anything about taking input from users. I'm hard coding everything to variables. Okay, I'm fixing 9 for number 1, 3 for number 2, and right now plus for operator. But in reality, we have to take these from users. Okay, now I'll say switch. Alright, switch and this and this. Okay, case and this, and so this is the syntax. All right. So switch, and inside bracket, what do we want to switch? Okay, and then the flower bracket, and inside flower bracket we can have as many cases as we want. All right. Now let me type operator here. Okay, we are switching the operator, and here for the first case, which is for plus. All right, plus. So what we are basically writing is if plus operator, then what do we want to do? Okay, so let me write the code first and then explain you how it works. All right. So colon is required at the end. Alright, now this is required at the end, it is mandatory. Next, console.log, I'll say num1 plus num2. Alright, num1 plus num2. Next, break. Once again, I'll talk about this break later. Case minus, okay, colon is required, console.log num1 minus num2. Okay, in the next line I'll say break and case star. Okay, case star multiplication, I'll say console.log num1 star num2. Okay, and break, and in the next line I'll say case divide and console.log num1 by num2 and break, and at the end we have default. Okay, default. So I'll once again talk about this later, do not worry about it. Log, and here I'll say invalid input. Okay, so now let me run it and see if there are any errors. Yeah, console.log invalid input. So run. Yeah, so I had missed a colon here, so do not miss this. See, now I have the result of 12. Now let us analyze how this works. I'm saying that operator is plus. Okay, operator is plus, and then I fix 9 for number 1, 3 for number 2. Now this is basically the switch statement. Okay, switch. So switch statement starts from here and ends here. All right. Now, what are we switching? We are switching operators. Okay, operators. So here right now it is first, and what we write here is the cases. Okay, cases. Now imagine this to be if statement. If this condition, and then you have some data, correct? Some statements that has to be executed. Cases can be assumed as else if blocks. Okay, cases can be assumed as else if blocks. Now we are saying we are referring to operator here, and if the operator is plus, if the operator is plus, then print the sum of number 1 and number 2. Okay, and then end it here. So break means end it here. Do not continue all these things. All right. Next, we are saying case minus. That is, if we have minus here, if we have minus for the operator, then do this operation. Do not do this operation. Do not do these operations, but do this operation. What is this? Number 1 minus number 2. So subtract and print it out, and then break. End it here. Do not continue printing or do not continue executing the statements. All right. Next, if the case is star, if the operator is star here, then multiply number 1 and number 2 and then log to the console or print it out, and then break. Break means stop it here. If divide, then print out number 1 by number 2 and then end the operation here. And then if we do not have any of these in the operator, then you have to print out invalid input by default. Okay, that is what it means. So I had plus here, and so it is giving me number 1 plus number 2, 9 plus 3, 12 as output. Okay, so if I had minus here, and if I had run, I would get 6 as result, because this will be neglected or skipped. Okay, this will be activated. So now the case is minus. And so this will be executed and it will be stopped here. Okay, number 1 is 9 minus 3, 6, and it will be stopped here. If I have star here, and if I run it, I'll get 27, because this case will be active now, the rest will be inactive. So number 1 into number 2 will be done, 9 into 3, 27 will be done, and it will be logged to the console and it will be ended here. Okay. Next, if I have slash, will get 3. If I have 3, okay, random value, I'll get invalid input, because 3 is not a valid input. Okay, the inputs must be any one of these. Okay, the operator must be any one of these. If it is anything else, then by default it prints out invalid input. Now this is like else statement at the end of if else if blocks. Okay, else, what does it do? It prints out the last block when all the else ifs are false. Correct? So same goes here. All right. So this is how switch statement works. Now it may seem a bit confusing right now, but once you practice, it will make sense to you. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to get the result, same result, using if else block. Okay, so do it with switch statement, do it with if else if blocks, and then see the difference. Okay, so this looks neat than if else block. All right, now let us see what happens if we do not have break. Okay, so I'm going to delete break. All right, yeah. So now I'll say plus. Okay, I'll say plus. So let me run it. We'll get 12 and 6 as result. So what has happened is, so this matches with the case plus, and so this is printed. After printing this, it moves to this. Okay, so first we get 12 and then this will be done and this will be executed. So we get 6, but then after this we have break, and so it stops here. Okay, if we do not have this break too, then we get 27. So this and this, all three will be run and it stops here. Okay, so if we do not have this break, then we would be getting 3 also. If we do not have this break, we will be getting invalid input also. Okay, but we do not want that. We need to have break. All right, so now let me have star. Okay, let me have star here. So if after star I do not have a break, then so 27 and 3 is the output. That is, this and this will be printed out. This and this are skipped. Okay, so I missed the break here. Yeah, all right. So this and this are executed, and then it encounters a break and it stops there. Okay, so let me have a break here. Let me have a break here. Next, what we can do is we can have, let me say, one more case. Okay, case, and I'll say plus. All right, case and plus. So now if I have plus here, we'll get the same result. Okay, 12. See, what this means is, if we have this plus typed out plus or the plus symbol for operator, then do this. That means if you have this or this, okay, if you have this or this, then do this. So you can have plus or you can have this. It is left to you. All right. So as I told you, generally we'll be taking input from the users. So they may enter plus symbol or they may say plus. So in both the cases, this must be done. And so we are just having cases here. Okay. So similarly here you can say case minus. Okay, case minus and a colon. So here a user may say minus. All right, so then I want this. So if the user enters minus or this symbol, then this will be executed. Okay, so this is how you can club the cases. All right, yes. So that's it for this video. Now go ahead and practice all the things that we have learned in this video. I'm sorry, I have a very bad case of cold, and so my voice is not clear. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.